Our research topic is organ donation and transplantation. Why organ donation and transplantation is a topic worth exploring. Its eye-opening statistics are a proof that why we are in a dire need of a research regarding this topic. Unfortunately, 200,000 people die every year in Pakistan due to organ failure, and specifically 25,000 people die due to kidney failure. Do you know that every 10 minutes a patient waiting for organ transplant dies in Pakistan? So, what is the major reason behind it? The key reason is the lack of organ availability for transplantation. However, the number of people dying from organ failure can be reduced to a great extent if deceased organ donation is increased in Pakistan, as a single organ donor can save the lives of 8 people. Since in Pakistan, the number of people suffering from kidney failure is increasing drastically, that is why we are focusing on kidney transplantation as a case. The objective of our research is to examine and document the current scenario of organ donation and transplantation in context of Karachi. And our research question is that why organ donation is not being practiced in Pakistan, despite the fact that a huge number of people are suffering from organ failure. Our research is divided into two phases. In the first phase, we carried out public survey from 100 respondents to understand the perception of people regarding organ donation. And in the second phase, out of total 63 dialysis and 4 transplantation institutes in Karachi, we interviewed respondents from 30 dialysis and 2 transplantation institutes to examine the amount of financial resources they are utilizing to cater the patients and the scale of awareness which they might be doing regarding organ donation and causes of organ failure. For further information, we also interviewed 40 dialysis and 5 transplantation institutes. In the first phase, our public survey findings shows that although 92% of the people have basic awareness that organ donation can save lives, but only 26% of the people know about organ donor card and its process. Also, out of 100 people, only 46% of the people are willing to be an organ donor. Coming to our second phase, our findings shows that a huge number of 2,408 dialysis patients are registered in these 30 dialysis institutes. Furthermore, the analysis of the interviews of our dialysis patients shows that diabetes and hypertension are the two main causes of organ failure. So, why these patients are not undergoing transplantation? Sadly, 35% of the patients don't have any organ donor available. Since a very small amount of patients undergo transplantation and most of the patients survive on dialysis, then what is the quality of life of a transplantation patient versus dialysis patient, which comprises a huge chunk of our population? The answer to this question is that the quality of life of a transplantation patient is significantly better than that of a dialysis patient. A dialysis patient have to take 12 sessions monthly, which utilizes their as well as their attendants 48 hours each month. In addition, the patient have to suffer from weakness, pain, and it is difficult for them to perform their everyday tasks. On the contrary, transplantation is a one-time process after which the suffering comes to an end and the person can live a normal and healthy life again. After quality of life, a major question which comes to your mind is that although the quality of life is improved in transplantation, but a general phenomena is that transplantation is very costly as compared to dialysis. But this is not the case. We calculated 15 years a patient bears on dialysis versus transplantation, including the cost of medicines and diagnostic tests. And surprisingly, the results reveal that transplantation is 3 times cost effective as compared to dialysis. After catering this issue on micro level, we analyzed it further on the basis of revenue and funds the institutes are generating for dialysis. Our findings shows that 9 commercial hospitals generate 44 million revenue due to dialysis and 18 welfare institutes spend 876 million on dialysis. Now, a question arises that if such a huge amount of money is spent to mitigate this issue, then what is being done to eradicate this issue? To eradicate this issue, awareness regarding organ donation and causes of organ failure is very important. Our finding shows that out of 30 hospitals, only 13 institutes spread awareness regarding causes of organ failure and only 1 institute is spreading awareness regarding organ donation, which is insufficient. So, to summarize, It is observed that due to being ignorant about the severity of the problem, organ donation is not considered an important issue, because of which inadequate awareness is being done related to organ donation, which create myths and misconceptions among the people, resulting in lower rates of deceased organ donation.
So what can be done to solve this alarming issue? As our basic objective is to increase the number of organ donors for which different interventions can be proposed. But on initial level, due to need of the hour, we must have to focus on awareness regarding organ donation. Therefore, we created our project in two different ways. Firstly, we designed a roadmap to organ donation, which is a comprehensive 10-year proposal to create a culture of organ donation, which include awareness campaign, institutional arrangement, and their capacity building. This 10-year plan starts from July 2020 till June 2030. Since initially we need people to be aware of organ donation, so for immediate implementation and result, we design an effective 1-year individual behavior change campaign. And in this campaign, our project will address 3 different challenges: lack of basic information, social challenge, and within social challenge, the major challenges are religious challenges. To solve all these challenges, we use different strategies to cater all the segment of population. Firstly, for the challenge of basic awareness, we designed 4 strategies, which are motivational appeal, rational appeal, informational appeal, identification, social influence. Secondly, for social challenge, we designed 5 strategies, which are motivational appeal, rational appeal, informational, social influence, emotional and fair appeal, and demonstration effect. Thirdly, for religious challenge, we designed 3 strategies, which are motivational appeal, rational appeal, and informational social influence. For these strategies, we have chosen 6 mediums, which include social media, electronic media, radio, seminar, posters, and leaflets. After strategies and medium, we move forward to an action plan, and we divide our campaign in 3 different phases. In the first phase, which is of basic information, we'll focus on spreading initial awareness to initiate a thought process which include what is organ donation, why it is important, its statistics, its criteria, process, legality, through an effective method. The second phase, which is of social challenge, will focus on debunking the social myths. For that, we will share stories of registered organ donors, their families, and transplanted patients for sharing their experience and to motivate others. We will also share stories of organ failure patients for empathy and expert opinion of doctors to eliminate the social myths. The third phase, which is of a religious challenge, will focus on giving religious prescription and clarity. For that, we will be establishing a religious forum in which religious scholars from major religion and sect will present information regarding their religious prescription in the light of their holy book. So how this campaign can make a difference? This 1-year campaign will give awareness to 14.5 million people. And according to our target, if 5% of them are becoming an organ donor, then this campaign will be registering 7 lakh organ donors in just 1 year. So how have we calculated this result? At first, as our pilot project, we have started an awareness campaign named Save at Lives, initially through social media. And in this campaign, we spread awareness regarding organ donation through informational posts and videos. In addition, we also collaborated with celebrities and make their videos to motivate others. And also we have designed posters along with brochures and distributed them among people. Interestingly, within 1 month, we have spread awareness among 250 people, and out of them, 5% of people have registered as an organ donor. So that is why we have chosen 5% as our target for 1 year. So what is the cost of achieving this phenomenal result? Amazingly, the operating cost of this campaign is 7.5 million, which is only 0.85% of the money spent on dialysis. In a nutshell, we are going to save the life of 5.8 million people by spending a small amount of 7.5 million, which is incredible.